Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Romani. If you're not sure who I am and you've never seen any of my videos before, make sure you hit the subscribe button. My channel is geared toward business, beauty, health, and empowerment. Today we have a business video. We're going to be talking about 7 policies that you need to have in place if you're a business owner. So if you're a business owner or you just want to hear me talk, keep watching. So as business owners, it's important that we have policies in place when it comes to our business, because if not, people will just literally run rampant and do whatever they want to do. They're going to run all over you. They're going to run all over your businesses. So you want to make sure you have policies in place, and you want to make sure that you properly communicate these policies beforehand so that there's never any confusion, because if you don't tell somebody something, then they won't know. So you have to communicate with your client or customer for them to know exactly how you want things done. And that's where I come in, because I'm about to tell y'all exactly what you need to tell them. So number 1, you need to have a late fee policy. Now, this means that if a client or customer is so many minutes late or hours late, however you want to do it, then they're going to pay a fee if they still want, whatever you offer. So if you do hair and your client is, let's say, 15 minutes late, after 15 minutes, it's a $15 late fee if you still want to get your hair done. Because your time is precious and you could be doing other things while they're being late. It makes your schedule fall back. If they're 15 minutes late, then you're going to be 15 minutes late doing the next person's hair or whatever you have to do in your business. So create a reasonable amount that you are able to charge people when they are late for their appointments. Now, this also means that you cannot be late. I hate when business owners are late, specifically just thinking about hairstylists. I hate when people are late and then they have these late fees in policy. They have these late fees in place. So if you have a late fee in place, please make sure that you are always on time. But yes, number 1, you need to have late fees in place for your business. Number 2, you want to have a no refund policy, unless you're okay with giving refunds, but I know I'm not okay with giving money back. So you need to have a no refund policy, and you need to just fix whatever the issue is. So whatever the reason is that the person is requesting a refund for, you just need to fix that. And I did talk about fixing the problem in my video about dealing with rude clients or customers. Just fix the problem. You don't always have to give people money back. Even if they are requesting it back, you could politely say, I have a no refund policy, but I can do such and such and such, whatever you can do for them. And I'll link that video down below, because I touched more on how to, tell them that you can fix a certain situation for them. But you need to have a no refund policy in place. Many times, like, the money may already be spent. The money is gone, you know what I'm saying? Or even if it's not gone, you don't want to give your money up. So figure out what you can do for them instead of giving them a refund. Can you give them a free product? Can you give them a free service? Can you fix whatever they, didn't like about your product or service? What can you do other than give somebody a refund? Because the main reason that we're in business is to keep money. So if you're constantly giving out refunds, you're losing money. Refunds, losing money. Refunds, losing money. So no refunds, have a no refund policy, and you need to communicate that beforehand, because if something happens in your business and you haven't communicated that there are no refunds, that person is going to maybe be looking for a refund. And it's not like you can say, oh, I already told you that there are no refunds, or our contract says no refunds. When I texted you on Sunday, I told you there's no refunds, no exchanges. You have to say that beforehand, because you really might need to give them their money back if you never told them, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't tell somebody that there's a no refund policy and they come to you asking for a refund, don't be upset when you have to cough up money, because you never said anything in the first place about there not being any refunds. Number 3, you need to have a cancellation and rescheduling policy. So I'm a personal trainer, and my policy is that if you cancel within 24 hours of your session, then you can make that session up. But if you tell me like 5 minutes before, you're not getting that session back. So that also has to be communicated before, because people are just gonna think that they can cancel and still have their appointments and stuff. So you need to say, if you cancel 24 hours or 48, however you want to do it, but I'm just telling about how I do it in my business. If you cancel with 24 hours, left in between, then you can reschedule that session but if you cancel right beforehand, then you cannot reschedule that session. So figure out how you want to do your rescheduling, how you want to do your cancellations, how you want to do your no call, no shows, your no call, no shows. That all goes into like one category. So figure out how you want to deal with those and make a policy for that and communicate that to your clients or customers. Number 4, I don't really know what type of policy to call this, so we're just gonna call it a how should they show up policy. So that means just how should your client or customer show up. So in addition to being a personal trainer, I also do hair. So when somebody books an appointment with me, I make sure to tell them how they should come. So if you're a hairstylist, maybe you wash people's hair at the salon, so you can say do not come washed, or if you don't wash people's hair, you can say come washed. And really be specific, because I know that we may say come wash, but then people will put gel in their hair and jam. So I'm always very specific with my clients. So if you're a hairstylist, maybe you'll say come with your hair wash, no product, no oils, no gel, have your hair blown out or have your hair in 4 braids so that it's easier to manage. Whatever you want to do, however you want people to show up is what you should say. So let's say you do eyelashes, no mascara, no eyeliner. I'm talking about like when they come to their appointment. No eyeliner, no eyelashes on already. Please come with your face washed beforehand so that your eyelashes can be clean. Be very specific with your client or customer before they come in about how they should show up. Number 5, you want to have a cash only policy. Now, I don't do this for my personal training business just because I see my clients kind of like every day or every other day, and so like I know them and I built a rapport with them. But my hair clients, I see them once, and then if they want to come back, then we start to build a rapport with each other. But many of these times I'm just meeting first time clients, and so you want to have a cash only policy because you don't know these people. And I'm not trying to say that in a bad way, but you don't know people. You don't know if people will dispute charges. You don't know if people will say like it was fraud and you've already done the service. You don't want that to happen. So I remember a girl bought this was before I had my personal training website, but a girl bought a meal plan from me, did the entire meal plan, sent pictures, sent reviews, and then she actually disputed it on Cash App. And at the time, it was like one of my cheapest meal plans, so it was only like $10. This was like back. So it was only like $10, but she still disputed that charge, and Cash App still took that money out of my account. So you never want that to happen, which is also why I have a website, because now the website provider can actually confirm that these people received their plan. So you also want to look into a website, and I do have a video about just things that entrepreneurs need, so I'll also link that one below. But what was I talking about? Right, cash only policy. You want to have that cash only policy in place because you don't want people to dispute any charges. So for my hair clients, I need cash, and you can even have an upfront policy with the cash. And it's not that you're trying to be rude, it's just that you're trying to make sure you're getting paid, because this is your livelihood. A lot of us don't have other jobs. We are our own bosses. So if we lose money in our jobs, we're losing money in our entire lives, because that's how we pay our bills. So cash only, cash up front, just to make sure that you get it all. And you also want to get a counterfeit pen from Amazon just to make sure nobody is giving you fake money, play money, monopoly money. We only want US dollars. Number 6, you want to have a turnaround policy. How long does it take you to get back to your client? So let me be very specific. Your turnaround policy is only if you have to make something for your client. Let's say if you're a videographer, photographer, you make custom hoodies, hats, shirts, whatever. So that's when you'll need a turnaround policy. So when can your customer or client expect to receive their item or whatever you're about to give them? The turnaround policy can also be for emails and stuff like that. So I know that I have on my website that clients and customers should give me 24 to 48 hours for me to respond back to them. So turnaround times can also be how long it takes you to respond. So please let people know, because if it takes you 48 hours to respond and somebody's only waited 1 day, they're gonna think that maybe you were ignoring them, but your turnaround time is longer than the time that they've waited. But they don't know that because you haven't properly communicated that. So I hope that everybody's understanding from this video. Proper communication is key in business. Just communicate and everything will be fine. But yes, turnaround policy. And last but definitely not least, and this probably should have been first, you need a communication policy. How can people reach you? Should they text you? Should they DM? Should they email you? And what should they have in their messages? I know that for me, I do hair, so I like people to text me, and I put text in all caps because I don't like people that I don't know calling me. So I have people text me with their name, date, time, and style. So your first and last name. What was I saying? I really have short-term memory. Name, date, so the day that you want your hair done, time, what time do you want to come, and style. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's real simple. So just how can they communicate with you? How can they get in touch with you? And be very specific with that, because you don't want to just have your number out and you want people to call but they're texting, or you want people to text but they're calling. You don't want to have that. So be very specific, and be very specific with what they should put in the message, because some people, y'all, I will get messages like how much you charge. That's it. No name, no date, no time, no style. What do I charge for what? People will really text you crazy stuff or just say crazy stuff. So you really have to be very specific. Even if you are specific, somebody's not going to listen. But the vast majority, that's how you say it, the vast majority will listen. But that is all for this video, you guys. I hope that I helped all my business owners out. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at XO_Romani. Make sure you follow my business pages on Instagram at Glow with Grow Fitness and at Hair by Romani. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And I will see you guys next time.